Listen, you're about to hear a story that might change the way you look at pain and discipline forever. If you truly care about leveling up your life, stay with me until the end. And before we begin, hit the subscribe button so you never miss powerful motivation like this again. This is not just another Navy SEAL story. This is a quiet lesson that helped one young man become unbreakable. His name was James. And when he stepped into Hell Week, he was not the strongest in his class. He wasn't even near the top. By the second day, his legs were shaking. His mind was whispering one word over and over, quit. But then he remembered something his father once told him. A man's true strength shows when he has every reason to collapse, and still keeps going. In that moment, James made a decision not to finish the whole week, but to survive the next 5 minutes. Minutes later, a freezing ocean wave slammed into the trainees. One by one, people started ringing the bell. James began to cry silently, but he kept saying in his mind, "Just give me 5 more minutes." And slowly, 5 minutes became 10. 10 became 30. And before sunrise, he was still standing. He ran through the sand, step after step, praying his legs wouldn't give out, while the instructors screamed at them with every ounce of intensity you can imagine. But when one of his teammates fell, James didn't hesitate. He lifted him up and pushed forward, whispering 5 more minutes. Men were still in the line. The rest had already quit. The American flag waved behind them, but James barely noticed. His mind was locked in survival mode. He dropped to his knees in pure exhaustion, and for the first time in days, he smiled. He took off his dog tags and stared at them, wondering if he'd still be here in the next hour. That night, wrapped in a small brown blanket, James remembered his father's voice, "You don't climb a mountain all at once, only step by step." The next morning, before the sun came up, James did push-ups in complete silence. His body trembled, but his mind was calm. Over and over he reminded himself, 5 minutes at a time. And in those 5 minutes, he felt something powerful. Not strength. Not comfort. But purpose. When they began the final run along the shoreline that day, most of the men could barely breathe. James was exhausted, but focused. He watched the stopwatch flash 5 minutes, and whispered, "Let's go." Huge storm waves slammed against the rocks nearby, almost as if trying to break their spirit. But James refused to bow his head. Even when rain poured down on them like bullets, he kept walking forward. He realized that the pain would eventually end, but if he quit now, the regret would last forever. So he kept moving. 5 minutes at a time. Step by step. Inch by inch. His hands were shaking. His fist clenched so tight it hurt. But he never rang that bell. And then, right before daylight, the instructor blew the final whistle. It was over. He had made it. James raised his fist into the sky. Not because he was stronger than everyone else, but because he had mastered one simple rule. Never think about the whole journey. Just conquer the next 5 minutes. So whenever life hurts, whenever you feel like giving up on your goals, whisper to yourself, "Just 5 more minutes." And if this story inspired you, hit the subscribe button now and keep building your inner warrior. Discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most. The only easy day was yesterday.